Now next few examples will be on second part of this topic, that is solution of triangle. Let us see this example number 9. If c square equal to a square plus b square, then find the value of this in terms of the given options. Okay. Let us see the solution. Here, since c square is equal to a square plus b square, obviously these small ABC are sides of triangle ABC, such that the square of one side is the sum of the squares of remaining two sides. So it will be right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, this C is hypotenuse, and obviously A and B are perpendicular sides. So given triangle is right angle triangle. Now in this triangle, let us find the value of this. 4s in bracket s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. You know that this root s minus s into s minus a, s minus b, s minus c is nothing but the area of triangle. Therefore, we can write this as 4 into root of s into s minus a, s minus b, s minus c, its square, so that we get the same this given thing. So it is equal to 4 into this area of triangle square. What is the area of triangle? This area of triangle is nothing but 1/2 a into b. So it is equal to 4 into 1/2 a into b brackets. Area of triangle is 1/2 base into height, that is 1/2 a. So it is equal to 4 into half square is 1/4 and a square b square. Here 4 will cancel, remains only a square b square. So the value of given expression will be a square b square, that is the option number 4, that is D. Since cot b by 2 into cot c by 2, the value of this expression we have to find here. It is equal to cot b by 2 is nothing but the under root s into s minus b upon s minus a, s minus c, into cot c by 2 is root s into s minus c upon s minus a, s minus b. Both are under root, so we can write all terms in single root, that s into s minus b into s minus c, whole divided by the product of denominators, that is s minus a, s minus c into s minus a, s minus b. Here one s minus b can cancel, s minus c also will cancel. At the numerator remains s into s, that is s square, under root s square, it will be s. At the denominator s minus a square, and because of this root it cancel, remains s minus a. Now the given is b plus c equal to thrice a. So from that given part, since b plus c is equal to thrice a, so add 1 a to both the sides, we get equal to 4a. So a plus b plus c is equal to 4a, and a plus b plus c is nothing but the twice s, that is equal to 4a. Here is only single s, so multiply numerator and denominator by 2 and put the value of 2s, that is equal to 4a. So 4a upon 4a minus 2a, that is 4a upon 2a, and it is equal to 2. So our answer will be the third option, that is C equal to 2. Okay. So this one is very simple. Now let us see example number 11. Now see example number 11. In triangle ABC, b square plus c square equal to twice a square. Then the value of cot A upon cot B plus cot C is option A half, option B 3 by 2, option C 5 by 3, and option D is 5 by 2. Since cot A upon cot B plus cot C, that expression is given, so it is equal to cos A upon sin A, because cot theta is equal to cos theta upon sin theta. So using that formula we get cos A upon sin A whole divided by cos B upon sin B plus cos C upon sin C. At this stage we can use both sine rule and cosine rule here. You know the sine rule, it is A upon sin A equal to B upon sin B equal to C upon sin C, and it is equal to twice the radius of circumcircle of triangle ABC, whose sides are A, B, C and angles are capital A, capital B and capital C. So if we equate first A upon sin A equal to 2R, then from that we get 1 upon sin A, that is equal to 2R upon small a. Second term B upon sin B is equal to 2R, therefore it gives us 1 upon sin B equal to 2R upon B. And last C upon sin C equal to 2R, it will give us 1 upon sin C equal to 2R upon small c. So using these values of 1 upon sin A, 1 upon sin B and 1 upon sin C in the given expression, and also using cosine rule, we get numerator as B square plus C square minus A square upon twice BC into 2R upon A whole divided by C square plus A square minus B square upon twice CA into 2R upon B plus A square plus B square minus C square upon twice AB into 2R upon C. Now from numerator and denominator, that 2 get cancelled in each term. Therefore we get B square plus C square minus A square upon ABC whole divided by C square plus A square minus B square from first term of the denominator, and plus A square plus B square minus C square, these terms from second term of the denominator, and all these are divided by ABC. So the denominator of numerator and denominator of denominator both are ABC, so they get cancelled. Also in the denominator C square and B square, they get cancelled because there is positive C square and negative C square, negative B square and positive B square. So at the denominator remains only A square plus A square, that is twice A square, and the numerator is B square plus C square minus A square. But here the given term is in question B square plus C square equal to twice A square is given. So putting B square plus C square equal to twice A square minus A square, we get single A square. So we get A square upon twice A square, again cancelling A square, we get 1 upon 2, that is half. So the option A is correct here. Now say example number 12. In triangle ABC, A plus B plus C into B plus C minus A, C plus A minus B into A plus B minus C upon 4 B square C square is equal to. We have to find the value of this expression. Options are given. Let us see solution. Since triangle is ABC, so obviously small ABC are sides of triangle ABC. Therefore, for triangle ABC, A plus B plus C is the perimeter of triangle, that is twice semi-perimeter. Therefore, A plus B plus C is equal to 2S. Therefore, let us write the expression, that is A plus B plus C in second bracket, B plus C minus A, C plus A minus B, A plus B minus C whole divided by 4 B square C square is equal. Now A plus B plus C is equal to twice S. B plus C is 2S minus A, so we get 2S minus A means minus 2A. Okay. Then C plus A is 2S minus B, so we get 2S minus 2B. Here similarly we get 2S minus 2C whole divided by 4 B square C square. We can take common 2 from each here, So we get here 2s into these two, this one 2, and the last 2 from last bracket, and in bracket remains s minus a, s minus b, s minus c. 1 divided by 4 b square c square. Here these 4 get cancelled, remains 4s into, it is equal to 4s in bracket s minus a, s minus b, s minus c, whole divided by b square c square. Now once again, this s into s minus a, s minus b, s minus c is nothing but the square of area. So we get it is equal to 4 into area of triangle its square divided by b square c square. Can we write area of triangle in terms of trigonometric ratio? Yes, it is 4 into half of, if you write area of triangle in terms of angle A, then it is b into c into sin A and its square, whole divided by b square c square. So here 4 and this 4, because square is here, so this gets cancels. bc means b square c square cancel, this remains sin A its square, and that is equal to sin square A. So the option B, that is sin square A, is correct here. Okay, let us see an interesting example, number 13. It is the application of these trigonometric functions to this measurement of distances. The harbor lies in the direction of 60 degrees south of west from a fort. Let us first draw the figure of this fort and the position of harbor. It is 60 degrees south of west. Obviously the harbor, that fort will be at towards the north direction. This will be east, west, north and south. Suppose this is the position of fort. O is nothing but the fort, and from fort the harbor lies in the direction of 60 degrees south of west. South of west, southwest direction 60 degree. So this will be 60 degree angle, and at a distance of 30 km from it, and this distance is 30 km. Okay, let us suppose this much as 30. A ship sets out from a harbor and at noon means 12 o'clock, at afternoon 12 o'clock, and sails due east at 10 km an hour. It is going towards east. What is happening? The ship will be 70 km from the fort at which time the ship will be at 70 km from the fort. The distance of that ship from the fort will be 70 km. And we have to find the time when the distance of this will be 70 km from the fort. So this will be harbor, and this, suppose this is the position of final position of C, that is the S. S, or let us take another, because here we have taken S for south. P. Okay. Now this west east. Now ship is going from harbor in the direction of east. So these two lines are parallel. Therefore, as this has measure 60 degree, this angle is also of measure 60 degree. Obviously, this one is right angle, this one has 30 degree, etc. Now, in this triangle, what to find? The ship will be 70 km from the port at. You have to find the time, means the time taken by ship from harbor to this position. So let the distance HP as x. So in triangle OHP, we have 30, 70 and x, and angle between this 30 and x is 60. So we can use here cosine rule to find the distance HP. Okay. So let OH, that is equal to distance of fort from harbor, that is equal to 30, and OP is the distance of fort from, suppose, final position of ship, that is equal to 70 kilometer. Let HP equal to x kilometer. All distances are in kilometer. Therefore, in triangle, OHP, cos 60, that is equal, cos 60 means suppose h, then it is equal to this square plus this square minus this square, that is x square plus 30 square minus 70 square whole divided by 2 times x into 30. Here cos 60 is half, so this implies half equal to x square plus this as 900 minus this much is 4900 whole divided by this 2 as it is into 30 into x. So this 2 will get cancelled here. This is equal to 1. So x square, this gives us x square minus 4000 is equal to 30x. Therefore, x square minus 30x minus 4000 is equal to 0. Therefore, the factors of 4000, therefore here the factors of 4000 will be 100 into 40. Okay, that will be 4000. Then 50 into 2, that is 80. So it will be 4000. So 80 and 50, that will give us 30. So x square minus 80x plus 50x minus 4000 equal to 0. And from that we get, from these two factors we get factors as x minus 80 and x plus 50 equal to 0. This x will be never negative, therefore here x equal to 80, that is kilometer, and the speed of ship is the main important, that the speed of ship is 10 km an hour. So in 8 hours it will cover 80 km. So the answer will be this 8. That is, the ship will be 70 km from the port at obviously 8 p.m. Okay. Now see the next example number 14. Now see example number 14, which is based on the application of trigonometry. If in a right angle triangle the hypotenuse is 4 times as long as the perpendicular drawn to it from opposite vertex, then one of its acute angle is, the options are given. The length of hypotenuse is 4 times the perpendicular. So the figure, let us consider the right angle triangle like this, in which the length of the hypotenuse is 4 times the perpendicular. If suppose the length of the perpendicular is x, then this length of hypotenuse in triangle ABC, suppose, then AC is hypotenuse is equal to 4 times perpendicular BD, because here in triangle ABC angle B equal to 90 degree and BD is perpendicular to AC. So that is given. Obviously, as this is right angle triangle, one of the angle is acute angle or both the angles are acute angle. If this angle has measure theta, this will be 90 minus theta. Okay. So consider the length of AD as suppose y1 and DC is equal to y2. Then we can write length of y2 in terms of x using this angle theta. This angle theta is here. So for angle theta, y2 is adjacent side and x is opposite side. Therefore, in triangle BDC, tan theta is equal to opposite upon hypotenuse, that is x upon y2. Therefore, y2 is equal to x into cot theta. 1 upon tan, that is cot theta. And here y1, and in triangle ABD, this one is the right angle. This is 90 minus theta. So tan of 90 minus theta, that will be cot theta. Therefore, cot of theta, if this is 90 minus theta, this will be obviously theta. Okay. So for this theta, x is adjacent and y1 is opposite. You can write tan also here. So tan theta is equal to opposite upon hypotenuse, that is y1 upon x. So y1 is equal to x tan theta. Okay, here we get y2 is equal to x cot theta and y1 is equal to x tan theta, and y1 plus y2, that will be AC, that is 4 times BD, that is x. From this we can write AC is equal to 4 times BD, we have supposed x, so it is 4x, and AC is nothing but y1 plus y2 is equal to 4x. y1 is x tan theta, y2 is x cot theta, y2 is x cot theta is equal to 4x. So from this x we cancel from each term. So tan plus cot is equal to 4. Therefore, tan theta is sin theta upon cos theta, and cot theta is cos theta upon sin theta is equal to 4. Therefore, here we get sin square plus cos square upon sin theta cos theta is equal to 4. That is 1 upon sin theta cos theta. For this we require 2, so take 2 from that 4, so 2 sin theta cos theta is equal to 2, and 2 sin theta cos theta is nothing but sin 2 theta, so we get 1 upon sin 2 theta is equal to 2. So sin theta is equal to half, sin 2 theta equal to half, for which angle sin ratio is half, 30. Therefore, here 2 theta is equal to 30 degree. Therefore, theta is equal to 15. Okay, so the option A, that is theta equal to 15, is correct. Now the next examples will be based on inverse trigonometric functions. Let us say example number 15. If tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equal to 4 pi by 5, then cot inverse x plus cot inverse y equal to what? Options are given in this. Let us see. Since given tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to 4 pi by 5, we know the relation, that is tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Therefore, tan inverse x equal to pi by 2 minus cot inverse x. Let us put here. Therefore, this we get pi by 2 minus cot inverse x. Similarly, for this tan y, we get pi by 2 minus cot inverse of y is equal to 4 pi by 5. This is pi by 2 plus pi by 2, that is pi, minus that 4 pi by 5, and is equal to, taking these two terms to the right, we get cot inverse x plus cot inverse y, and so it is equal to 5 minus 4, that is pi by 5. So the cot inverse x plus cot inverse y is equal to pi by 5. So option B is the correct one. Okay, this is within 2 steps we get the answer. Otherwise, remember this tan inverse x plus cot inverse x plus cot inverse y is equal to pi minus tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Directly you can remember this. Cot inverse x plus cot inverse y is equal to pi minus tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So we get pi minus 4 by 5, that will be pi by 5. Okay. See example number 16. Even though this equation is lengthy, it's very simple because it is based on single formula. Here, if 3 times sin inverse of 2x upon 1 plus x square minus 4 times cos inverse of 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square plus 2 times of tan inverse of 2x upon 1 minus x square equal to pi by 3 given, and we have to find the value of x. Since we know that sin inverse of 2x upon 1 plus x square, this is nothing but 2 times tan inverse x. Cos inverse of 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square, it is also 2 times tan inverse of x. And tan inverse of 2x upon 1 minus x square, it is also 2 times tan inverse of x. Those are the 3 formulas from tan inverse to sin inverse or cos inverse of tan inverse. So we get here, since 3 sin inverse, or I will write directly here, from this we get 3 times tan inverse x, 3 into 2 tan inverse x minus 4 into 2 tan inverse x and plus 2 into 2 tan inverse x, and it is given equal to pi by 3. So this will be 6 tan inverse x minus 8 tan inverse x plus 4 tan inverse x equal to pi by 3. This will be minus 2 plus 4, that is 2 tan inverse x equal to pi by 3. Therefore, tan inverse x equal to pi by 6, which implies this x is equal to tan pi by 6 is 1 upon root 3. So the answer is third option C, that is 1 upon root 3. Okay, it's very simple. Now move towards the next one, example number 17. See the example number 17. If sin inverse of 2a upon 1 plus a square plus sin inverse of 2b upon 1 plus b square equal to 2 times tan inverse of x, then the x is equal to, the 4 options are given. Since sin inverse of 2a upon 1 plus a square plus sin inverse of 2b upon 1 plus b square is equal to 2 tan inverse of x. We know the formula, that is the relation between inverse tangent and inverse sine function. That will be sin inverse of 2x upon 1 plus x square, it is equal to 2 tan inverse of x. This is the formula. So let us use that formula here. Here instead of x, a and b are given. So we get here this is equal to 2 tan inverse of a. Instead of x, here is a, and here is b. So we get 2 tan inverse of b. It is equal to right hand side is given 2 tan inverse of x. Okay. Cancel 2 from each term. Therefore, tan inverse of a plus tan inverse of b is equal to tan inverse of x. Now tan inverse of a plus tan inverse of b, that will be tan inverse of a plus b upon 1 minus ab, and it is equal to tan inverse of x. Therefore, x is equal to this, that is a plus b upon 1 minus ab. So option D is correct, a plus b upon 1 minus ab. Okay, this one is also very simple. See example number 18. If x square plus y square plus z square equal to r square, then tan inverse of xy upon zr plus tan inverse of yz upon xr plus tan inverse of zx upon yr is equal to these four options are here. Let us see one important formula here. If x1, x2, x3 dot 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 up to xn all are greater than 0, then tan inverse of x1 plus tan inverse of x2 plus dot 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 tan inverse of xn is equal to tan inverse of in bracket this is the formula where s1 is equal to x1 plus x2 plus xn, that is it is nothing but the all those x1. S2 is x1 x2 plus x1 x3 plus etc. Then after that, starting from x2, we get here last one is xn minus 1 into xn, that is the summation of x1 x2. In this way, s3 is x1 x2 x3 plus x1 x2 x4 etc., and that is equal to summation of x1 x2 x3 and so on up to the nth terms. So this is the general formula for the sum of inverse tangent functions and inverse tangent functions. Here we have given only 3 inverse tangent functions, so we will write the formula for these 3 functions, and that will be tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y plus tan inverse of z, and it is equal to tan inverse of here. S1 is nothing but the sum of all these, that is x, y, z, x plus y plus z whole divided. What is S2? S2 is nothing but the sum of the products pairwise, that is xy plus yz plus zx, that is this S2. What is S3? S3 is the product of 3 terms, that is x, y, z. So this one is enough for this. So tan inverse x plus tan inverse y plus tan inverse of z is equal to this formula. Okay, let us use this here, so that we get, therefore that is equal to tan inverse of, what is x here? X is nothing but xy upon zr, that is xy upon Zi. What is y? It is yz upon zi. What is z? Z is zx upon y minus xy means the product of these three. Product of these three is x square, y square, z square. That is x square, y square, z square. Whole divided by here is z square x y z into r cube. X y z into r cube. Whole divided by this 1 minus. Now xy, the product of xy will be this, that is x y square z, x y square z upon x z r square, means x r square z, okay, plus yz, product of these two is yz square x upon y r square x, and the product of last two is zx, that is z x square y upon z r square y. So given expression is equal to tan inverse of here. If you take, here is xy, so z is not here. Here take common z r, so 1 upon r in bracket xy, z is absent, so z upon z square, plus here x is absent, so xyz upon, here is I think xr, so x square plus xyz upon y square, minus here 1 xy can cancel, remains xyz upon r cube, whole divided by, here is 1 minus x z get cancelled, y x z y get cancelled, y square upon r square, z square upon, so it is x square plus y square plus z square whole divided by r square. And here x square plus y square plus z square equal to given r square. So r square upon r square is 1. So 1 minus 1, 0. So this tan inverse of infinity, whatever the numerator mean, the denominator becomes 0. So it is equal to tan inverse of infinity. And when tan inverse of infinity, the angle tan pi by 2 is infinity. So it is equal to pi by 2. Okay. We don't know the values of x1, still we can find the value of this expression, that will be pi by 2. So the second option is correct. That is example number 8. This one is different. You have to remember the formula for tan inverse x plus tan inverse y plus tan inverse z, so that you can find the value of this expression. That will be pi by 2. Okay. Now we will move towards the example number 19. The number of solutions to the equation tan inverse of x by 3 plus tan inverse of x by 2 equal to tan inverse x. X is positive, is options are 3, 2, 1, 0. Since tan inverse of x by 3 plus tan inverse of x by 2 equal to tan inverse x, therefore applying the formula here, x is positive, so both are positive, so we get tan inverse of x by 3 plus x by 2 upon 1 minus x square by 6 is equal to tan inverse x. Is it okay? By using the formula. So we get here that is equal to 5 pi by 6. So tan inverse of 5x upon 6 whole divided by here we get 1 minus x square by 6 or 6 x square 6 minus x square upon 6 equal to tan inverse of x. Okay. As x is positive, cancelling this x, we get tan inverse of 5x upon 6 minus x square equal to x. And equating these two, we get 5x upon 6 minus x square is equal to x. Therefore, 5x upon 6 minus x square minus x equal to 0. Therefore, taking x common, we get 5 upon 6 minus x square minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, x equal to 0, or 5 upon 6 minus x square is equal to 1. That is, 5 is equal to 6 minus x square. Therefore, x square equal to 1. Therefore, x is equal to plus or minus 1, and here we get x equal to 0. Therefore, the values of x are minus 1, 0, 1. And therefore, the number of solutions to the equation, this equation is 3, that is option A. Let us see the last one, example number 20. The value of expression, this we have to find, where if mod of x is greater than 0, y is greater than 0, and such that xy is less than 1, and the options are these. This expression is given, that is equal tan of half in bracket. Here sin 2x upon 1 plus x square, we have solved similar example. Its value is 2 times tan inverse x. Directly we can put by using formula. Also here tan 2 tan inverse of y is equal to cos inverse of 1 minus y square. So 2 tan inverse of y. So this given expression becomes like this. That is equal tan of these two and these two get cancelled. Remains tan in bracket tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Now use the formula for tan inverse x plus tan inverse of 1. It will be tan in bracket tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy. This tan inverse and tan get cancelled. Remains only x plus y upon 1 minus xy. And that will be the option number C, third C. So it's very simple. If we use these formulas, double tan inverse of x and double tan inverse of y into cos inverse and sin inverse to land this third formula. So if you know these three formulas, then you can easily get the answer, that is C, x plus y upon 1 minus xy. So in this lecture we have solved so many examples which are of objective type. So solve these examples once again, and also solve the similar examples so that it will be beneficial for you to give objective type exams such as MST, CET and JEE Maths. Okay, all the best. Bye.